So realistically, after things open back up again, more important for me to have access to a well-stocked grocery or multiple groceries with enough ingredients that I can start making my own stuff, and maybe a couple of restaurants to go to. I like being out here, but I'm never gonna get a house with a yard or distance from neighbors. Like, it's straight up part of the zoning regulations that it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
And that's mildly tragic.
What? Really, there's just, like, nowhere that's going to be, like,
We'd have
lower...
to be out in the farm country.
Okay.
Yeah. Because everything around, like, Portland is in a small series of valleys. And so it's either the valleys are still farmland or they're heavily settled.
So are you thinking of, like, your ideal would be similar to, like, where mom and dad are, though? Like, what's your...
Probably not.
I mean, not,
don't
like,
wanna
specifically where, but, like, mostly just in the amount of space they have. Or do you want something even less dense than that?
Probably that. Like, I don't really need a yard or a lawn or any of that sort of stuff. Whoa! Okay. That's a new one.
Are you getting wrecked over there?
There's a light bulb wizard.
Does the wizard hurt you?
Yep. It hurts
I see.
real bad.
It sounds like you feel very strongly your character's pain here.
Well, I mean, acting? Question mark? Also, mild interruption, but thank you, Gav, for the $10 donation. I do not have, those pop-ups. I probably should have pop-ups, but I always feel like that's super weird for the YouTube audience, so I don't have them.
Oh.
But I get the message.
You know, given that you have to give the shout-outs anyways, I haven't found it too disruptive when I've been watching a YouTube video and there's a shout-out like that in it.
Yeah, I should probably figure out, like, a holistic system. I do not want to be, like, in the middle of a cutscene, for example, and suddenly my computer's just going nuts with notifications. The program that I use, Streamlabs OBS, has a thing that lets me record stuff and stream stuff, and it doesn't have to be the same thing. The problem is, it crashes my computer every single time I run it, so I'm just giving it a couple of patches before I give it a go. Because I can actually have it so it's totally invisible, like, reporting. And that would be quite nice. Oh, finally! Okay. I think I found where I want to put up a base.
Alright.
I just have to get to it. Shoot. This might be a problem. We need spider silk, which is actually a bit of a problem.
Spider silk. We have to go kill some spiders?
Yeah, yeah. Where's this road? Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna put up a fire pit.
Okay.
You don't have to come out here. Not yet. It's gonna be too late and too long of a walk.
Yeah. Ultimately. As night falls.
Yeah. But when you do get here... Oh, do I have some gold? Yes.
You said I should bring the crock pot, but realistically can't. How do I use the
if you get a
hammer?
hammer, you can bash one in. Bring it along.
Weird.
Oh, we need
Oh,
an
I
alchemy
see.
engine.
You get the raw resources back.
Mm-hmm.
Is it all of
Yeah.
them? Is it 100% efficient?
I think so.
Okay. I see that the prototyping costs more than the building then. Is that how that works?
I don't think so.
Okay. I only got 3 charcoal from it, but
Oh, yeah. Bashing it back with the hammer
is only half
doesn't
the
give you
resources?
everything. Yeah,
I
we
see.
should have a bunch of charcoal sitting around, though.
Okay. Oh, that's in the chest already.
Yeah, should be.
I was so ready to go burn some stuff.
I mean, like I said, we'll need to burn more.
I figured I should be able to, given that you said earlier. You said earlier that we need to.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, I
not a...
just prototyped it, but now it wants me to build it, right? Can I not
Yeah.
build it? Do I have to build it? But I should just bash it in with the hammer and just take the resources back, right?
Yep. Supposedly I have a mod that makes it so you can actually, like, carry it back with you.
Ah.
Let's see, hopefully this does the trick. There we go.
Should I bash up this science machine too?
Yeah, bash that up. I've already rebuilt one of those.
Okay. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to take everything here in these chests. But it seems like maybe I should take the gold nuggets.
Let's see. Take the gold nuggets, take the charcoal.
It turns out if you just bash... if you just bash a chest, everything just comes out of it immediately.
Let's see. Oh. Need semiconductor. Electrical doodads. Oh, that's not so bad.
What about the beefalo wool?
Oh, shoot.
I guess things can stay, can't they?
The beefalo wool? Yeah, a lot of that stuff can stay.
I think that chest was sure fun, though.
Yep. Okay, I'm coming. I should be able to pick up some stuff. Let's see, because yeah, this area this will give us access to beefalo, to spiders, and pretty much everything that we're already carrying around anyway.
Okay.
Gosh, this might actually be too many beefalo. We will have to watch out for when they get itchy.
Well, I have a spear. My beard will just get absurd, right?
There's a maximum length that you can reach, but yes,
A shame.
it does get silly.
Suspicious marble. Is that good?
I don't
Oh,
remember what
gosh.
it does. Okay.
How do I not carry it?
Grab it. I mean, I'll be back down to
Oh, I
grab
see.
anything else.
No, there's... You pick it
Oh.
up and move very slowly with it.
That specifically, yeah. I know that's
But-
useful for something later,
Are these
but I don't
moles?
remember.
Oh man, I just murked that mole.
Yep.
Wow, that was hardcore.
I don't think I've ever killed a mole. I don't know what the benefits are.
I got some meat and some stone.
Oh.
Is there a place I can see where you built stuff?
Keep heading up that road. You want to head northwest.
On the road, okay.
Wait,
Northwest.
that was a mistake. Well, is what it is.
So take the lower branch at the fork.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of beefalos.
Yep,
Is
so
it
head through
past
the
the beef
grasslands. Yeah, if you head through the grasslands, you should be able to reach...
Reach it before nightfall.
Yeah. Which will be good, because I need those gold nuggets.
Where do I respawn then?
Just at your corpse. Like, the mod combination that I have makes death a non-issue, which is probably a little too cheesy. Oh,
Filthy casual, right?
apparently you haven't made a backpack yet.
I have not.
You probably should. They're super easy.
I believe it. I can build the science machine.
Uh-oh.
Is that a boss? Is that why it's a...
I heard two quotes from my character, woofers. Which means this is gonna get hairy.
So bosses just show up occasionally?
They're not bosses, but we're gonna get raided by dogs.
Oh man. We went right from Dark Souls to this. This is
Yes.
what's happening now. Okay, is survival... Is backpack under survival? What's the...
Yeah. Didn't think they'd be here for at least another day.
Backpack requires twigs. I didn't bring any of those.
Let's see. I brought a bunch. Oh, here you go. A stack of 49 twigs.
Perfect. I mean, we're just gonna fight him with spears, right?
Yeah, we're probably gonna die a bunch. That's the one major issue.
Okay, what's up with that hand?
It will devour your light.
Okay.
Which is an issue.
Is it my fault?
No. Oh, dog.
Cool, cool.
Just dumping a bunch of stuff on the ground. Alright. It's okay.
I got the jukes. Oh, that's a big hitbox.
Yep.
You got this.
Well, sort of. I'm just cheating hard.
We did it. Specifically, I did it without dying even.
Well, yeah. Okay, can I have all the monster meat, by the way? Also, please don't pick up all of my stuff. I was dropping it so that when I died, it wouldn't be a big deal.
I see. I have morsels. Should I crockpot those? Is that how they should go down?
Yeah, morsels
The
are good for
crockpot should
crockpotting.
exist, right?
Oh, you have all of my stone, don't you?
Lol. I mean, I can
Oh,
share
no.
stuff.
No, I apparently put it in here.
We don't have enough chests.
Yeah, I was working on getting more, but trees are a bit of a touchy business for me.
Well, I guess I have a backpack now, so I don't need to be so
There's the
stingy.
gold nuggets. That's what I was looking for.
So is this wolf thing gonna like happen occasionally? Is that just how it's gonna be?
Once a month, on the 10th day.
Ah,
Every
so
month
you said
is...
you thought we'd have time, but the answer is it was always going to be that.
Correct. I didn't realize how fast things had progressed.
So what I'm wondering is if I make a point of harvesting everything before you get to it, can I cause you to starve?
I mean, yeah.
Like the tallest giraffe. I eat all the lowest leaves.
Let's see. You might be able to make a fridge, by the way.
What up with 2 crock pots, by the way? Is that just for the efficiency of, like...
Yeah. Crock-potting more things faster.
I see. I guess it works. A fridge.
Survival? No. It is most definitely food. Okay. Still need the Alchemy Engine. Alchemy Engine requires one more doodad. And some logs. Can you, chop a bunch of wood for me?
I can. Let me go do that. I can just put the basic resources that you always kind of want to have in my backpack, can't I?
Yeah. Let's see. So the only thing we don't really have access to around here is stone. There's got to be some stone somewhere.
So, is the luxury axe good or silly?
It's got a higher durability.
Okay.
Which is actually quite helpful.
Just because it's annoying to keep needing to remake stuff.
Yep.
What's
So
the thing
eventually
I
we're
use?
going to want to go for that. I guess, honestly, once we get the Alchemy Engine, I don't think we're going to be using that much gold. And we've got a really convenient gold rock right next to our base.
So all the rocks regrow just like where they are?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
they're not
there's just-
supposed to, but...
Fully renewable resource.
Yeah. Look, I am 100% renewable, even if it requires magic and alchemy to make it work. Or mods.
I'm
Which are-
down with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would otherwise force you to move around throughout the game, right? I mean, is that...
Yeah,
is
but
that
we
part
already
of it?
do that to begin with, so, like, why go for the extra bother?
Yeah, I guess it really comes down to, like, you're trying to reduce the tedium of playing the game. Like, it's trying to be
Correct.
the interesting aspects of it, which is that exploration element when you're looking for the new stuff instead of the exploration element when you're looking for
The same
where do I get
stuff.
more stone.
Correct. I have this conversation way too often, but yeah, for me, I'm more about showcasing what's actually interesting about a game, and what's actually like engaging, as opposed to just like, and now we're going to grind until my Pikachu's level 100. And it's like that gets nobody anywhere.
Yeah, I'd be interested in a poll from just like people who play these games. You know, maybe Terraria would be actually one of the best examples of it because people can choose to play journey mode, and I'd be curious if like most people in the end opt for that, or if they would rather play the game without the ability to duplicate items or like avoid those types of like repeated actions.
I don't know. I would love to see the statistics from the developers themselves. Like, how many people played journey mode?
Yeah. It's a shame that those types of pieces of information aren't more available. I feel like, you know how like a lot of like sociologists use Twitter for research?
Can I have the seeds, by the way?
The seeds.
Like, if you can you drop the other birch nut?
Oh right, because I don't get any sanity from
Yeah,
this,
you don't get
right?
any benefits, but I do.
Yeah, that makes
Oh, that's some sanity right there.
sense. What was your sanity at?
Like 80 something, but it was enough that my character's being like constantly.
You were just that close to like losing it, and I was just
Really,
there
I
planting all
wasn't that
these
close
trees.
to losing it, but it was certainly one of those where I was getting tired of hearing whooshy noises in the background.
Do you still play Don't Starve? Like, are you playing Don't Starve right now using a game controller?
No,
Or are you
no,
on mouse
I
and
play
keyboard?
keyboard and mouse for this one. Yeah, this is not the kind of game that I would play. There you go. Yeah, this is not the kind of game that I would actually play with the controller. I can see it working, just...
Is there something... There's something I do to rotate my camera easily. Probably look that up. Do you know the thing?
To reset your camera?
Oh, I wanted to... I had an issue earlier. Yeah. I had an issue earlier where something was behind a tree.
Ah.
Had to figure out how to deal with that. Science machine. I should be like making stuff for finding things, right? Ooh, if I had a bunch of cut... Oh, I could have a log suit. There's no like downside to armor. It's just not gonna like...
Nope.
Get in my way to action roll in this game, is that?
Not that I know.
Alright.
I think different armor suits have like different benefits, but nope, no real negatives. Okay.
Alright,
I think, by the way, be wary of this specific spot. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is where the zap machines... Oh, no, this is not where the zap machines are. Okay, good. That's elsewhere. I don't know where they are, then.
Are these beefalo hostile?
No. At a certain point, you will notice that their butts are red, and that's when you want to avoid them.
Is that a mating season sort of thing?
I think so. Either that or they got itchy butts.
Who's got itchy butts?
Could be. I mean, I'd be irritable in that situation.
I like that read on them. They get mange and they're just like, it's just a seasonal mange sort of thing, just like the seasonal flu. And they just all are really hostile during that point in their lives, and otherwise they're pretty chill.
I mean, I definitely get more irritable than normal if there's something like kind of wrong with my... Not exactly my physical state, but like if I'm really like overwhelmingly warm, I just get cranky.
Did you ever... You still have all your wisdom teeth, right? Or did you have those out?
Yep, still got all of them.
Did I tell you about that point in time where I had to get them removed? Did we ever talk about that?
Not overwhelmingly. I actually don't think I knew.
So, yeah, during my last year of grad school, there was a point where I was... So occasionally I had one of my wisdom teeth would just start to kind of hurt for like a few days. And it'd stop hurting, so it wasn't really a big deal. But then at one point, it just like kind of kept hurting, and it still wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like an overwhelming amount of pain, but it was like not that bad. But then I started to run a fever, and it went up to like 103 before I decided it was time to like try and figure out what was going on with it. But it was weird because it was like a 3-day holiday weekend, and I couldn't go into like my only option was to go to like the hospital for an emergency room visit or like go out of network. And ultimately I decided to go out of network because I thought an ER visit might be expensive. And I was able to see it lasted for 2 days that I had such a big fever, and I was able to see a dentist on the 3rd day who said that there was like an infection in the wisdom tooth. And yeah, I mean, they didn't make like too big of a deal of it, but they did prescribe some antibiotics. I got better after that. But I've learned like since then that like you can get like a blood infection through your teeth, and it's quite possible that I actually had that.
Ooh.
Some of my coworkers recently had something similar to this, and like did go into the ER, and they were like, "Oh my God, you can't, you can't leave. Like we need to like keep you from dying." And it's fine. They just gave them antibiotics through. I think they used injection rather than oral, but yeah, it turned out I was probably in, I don't think I was that bad of shape, but like, probably that was a little bit more risky than I should be with these sorts of things.
Yeah, I don't know. This is why I'm, whenever I have a conversation like this, I'm like, that's why universal healthcare would be amazing. And then I
Yeah.
get an angry comment later being like, but how would you pay for it? Then it just
Well,
descends.
I don't mean to like cause your comments on this sort of video to cause
I
it to just
don't
totally
care.
descend.
I
I think there's an important thing right now is that we pay more for our healthcare because of situations like the one I was in. And fortunately I was able to get a pretty low cost solution. But
yeah,
realistically, like
preventative is better than
yeah, like if I for example went into the emergency room and they did need to give me injected antibiotics, in that circumstance I probably would have been able to pay for the treatment out of pocket for whatever like it cost. But like that's only because I had been living at home and had been able to save up enough money that even if I was slapped with probably a several thousand, sometimes these things for overnight visits can even get to like
I mean,
20, 30, 40,000
do you
dollars.
remember when I fell after donating blood?
Yeah, it was $800, I think, right?
1,000.
It was 1,000. Yeah, I mean it's really
1,000 straight
the
just for an
the
ambulance
ride.
ride
Yeah.
that Red Cross was supposed to pay for, but never responded to any of my emails.
Right, and we should just popped you right in an Uber for that sort of thing. Like, it wasn't
Oh
like you
yeah.
had,
Well,
like,
mom and dad
a
had a
broken
car,
spine.
so like
Well,
that
we'd
wasn't even
walked
the
that
issue.
day, so we weren't in a position to drive you to the hospital at that point in time.
Did we walk that day? I thought we had
We
drove.
did walk. No, we definitely walked, and this is important because probably you got dehydrated on the walk after not eating breakfast beforehand.
And just coming back from a foreign country.
Yeah, I think there was a number of things there. But yeah, so the point with that I was building towards is if I hadn't been able to pay for it, that price would have been offloaded to people who could pay for it, and in principle mostly people who have insurance, and gone off to like the insurance providers, and they would have charged higher premiums and things like that. And ultimately, like, it should have been a very inexpensive procedure on the preventative medicine for that. And like overall, that's why America pays so much for healthcare, not because it needs to, but because we have a lot of ways in which the healthcare system isn't really a good market, and people who aren't like that people who aren't insured end up like increasing the price for people who are insured. So the people who are insured would be better off.
By the way,
if
you
everyone
don't
had
need
insurance.
to like super stack the fire like that.
Oh, but I enjoy it.
I know.
Okay, how much
but
do I
also
have
it's
to
a
go with
full
it?
moon. I would
Oh.
do about 2, maybe 3. Yeah, full moons, by the way, obviously you just have full light.
Does that mean that I'm not going to get got if I move away from the...
Correct. Just wander around. Your sanity will drop no matter what, but like, oh well.
Does it drops because of the full moon? Or it drops
no,
because
just
I'm away from
because
the
it's
fire?
nighttime.
Okay. I
The
see.
best solution to getting your sanity back, by the way, is tents.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Let's see, and you're welcome to all of this. It's just my berries are starting to, go.
Yeah. What should I be doing with these seeds anyways? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm just going to
well,
dump
I'm
some
starting
like,
to
plants
farm.
on the ground.
Oh, those. These seeds are, yeah. Admittedly, I don't actually need them anymore. My sanity's back up to maximum. Now that
Okay.
now that I actually have some farms to tend, my character will just remain sane well past anybody else.
Oh, that character is good for that.
Yep.
That's fun.
I gain large amounts of sanity just by farming.
So should I go mine some rocks then?
Mining rocks is not a bad idea. We need to kill spiders.
Ah. Okay.
So if you wanna, there's a, I assume you can see my map progress, yeah? Spiders are actually marked on the map.
I can see your progress, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so there's a spider nest to the south of us, and there's a spider nest to the north. Do not actually break the spider nest, and if you see yellow spider, just bail.
Okay, explain to me. We don't want to break the spider nest because that's important, right?
They
Okay.
respawn endlessly, so what I would do is, when you get near, spiders will already be there, and then, when you stick around, spiders will, like, more will spawn. And then if they stop spawning, hit the nest once, and one more wave will show up. And then you wreck that. And then you move on.
Okay. And you said, what did you say the yellow thing was?
There are yellow spiders that will show up. They're
Okay, and you
nasty.
said just like, because they're tough. It's not because they're going to like do something bad if I kill one. It's just probably they'll kill me, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
They're mean little suckers, but that's about it. All right, so we now have fridges.
All right.
So spare berries should just be jammed in the fridge.
Sounds good.